Good morning, and welcome to the show, your show, Perspectives. My name is Habib Abdul. It's a beautiful Saturday morning, and we're here once again to do what we always do: bring you the gist, things that have happened within our environment and the world at large. Bring you the gist, talk about it, share opinions, share perspectives, rub minds, generally talk about things that are important to us, and then in a relaxed atmosphere. It is important that we relax. It's a Saturday morning, and we're in a relaxed mode, actually. So sit back, pull up a cushion, cross your leg, get a cup of a cup of tea or coffee if you like, and then let's relax and enjoy the show. The show is Perspectives. If it has happened, or it is happening, or is being talked about, then is worthy of being on this show. What has happened? What is happening? What is being talked about? Let's go on a jolly good ride. Yes, the first thing I want to talk about, there's a popular cliche or saying. It comes in form of a question, and it's like it goes thus: what's in the name? What's in the name? I think that was made popular by Shakespeare, right? What's in the name? Yes, we attach a lot of importance to names and all that. But what am I getting at? Just yesterday, the Minister of Science and Technology, Dr. Ubonaya Onu, announced the change of name of that ministry. It is now the Ministry of Science, Technology, and Innovation. Okay, so we have added innovation to the name of the Ministry of Science and Technology, and that has been approved by the president. Yes, this came about, and the origin was in 2017 when the president endorsed the National Science and Technology and Innovation Roadmap, right? That was in 2017. So the roadmap has been there to actually include innovation into science and technology. So it has been birthed now. The ministry will now be known as Ministry of Science, Technology, and Innovation. Yes, the minister went further to say this would facilitate growth and innovation, different ideas, different capacity development, and what have you in the world of science and technology in Nigeria, because the name innovation has been added to it. So it makes for competitiveness, we will be able to compete with the rest of the world and a whole lot. So I ask myself, what if the name innovation was not included, and we decide to be innovative with our science and technology? Would it have been wrong? I'm just saying, would it have been wrong, really? So I asked the question, really, what's in the name? Okay, but for all the changes, for all the difference that we hope or has been anticipated with this change of name, we really hope they come to pass. We really hope they come to fruition, right? I sincerely hope that in the next couple of years, when we ask where are we after this change of name, we won't be citing things like manufacturing of Kilichi producing machine as achievement. I just hope so. Anyway, be that as it may, yes, we're still in the world of science, but this time we're talking medicine. We keep going back, forth, and we keep recycling this process. Doctors are on strike at the moment. They started nationwide strike, that's resident doctors. The strike started on Monday, that's the 2nd of August. But this time around, the same thing keeps playing. The Minister of Labor and Employment, Dr. Chris Ngige, has said that we are not having any meeting or whatsoever this time around, that they have exhausted all that in the past, right? And that the government has now given the doctors to a 7-day ultimatum, which will expire by Monday. That there are other things that could be implemented within the law, right? And that includes no work, no pay, and that the doctors can even be replaced. Really, this is not the first time we are hearing this. Now, we've had it before. And like I said, the cycle keeps repeating on and on, right? The cycle keeps repeating. So where are we really? How long are we going to do this? The doctors on their own have said that yes, they suspended the initial strike about 100 days ago. That's about 3 months ago. All the promises that the government made. Yes, I remember we talked about that the previous strike on this program. There were demands, there were promises were made, there were agreements were reached before the doctors suspended the strike, which included a review of the hazard allowance of the doctors. And then the doctors are saying that since the COVID outbreak, there are some allowances that they should have gotten, they have not gotten. Also, the story of the fact that the government plans to cancel payments for doctors on housemanship. Yes, who are the doctors on housemanship? That's the fresh graduates before their youth service, normally in medicine and surgery. After graduation, pre-NYSC, the graduating medical doctors have to go for at least a year housemanship. That's they'll be in teaching hospitals. They learn while they attend to patients as well. They learn while they work. So the government has said these doctors in training will no longer be paid, and those are some of the demands of the resident doctors, according to the National Association of Resident Doctors. These are some of their demands, and what they are saying is that we reached an agreement. Yes, we went on strike a couple of about 3 months ago. There were negotiations, there were talks extensively, right? Agreements were reached, promises were made, but over 3 months now, they've not been implemented. Those promises, excuse me, are yet to be implemented. So it according to the doctors, it's showing that the government is not really ready. In addition, I'd like you to, while I'm talking about this, my director, please roll the number to call on the screen for our viewers. Right now, one other thing that is important to note here is that the government has also said that we've met 95% of the demands, that the pending ones, as it were, the bulk of the pending ones are responsibility of the state government, that the doctors should approach respective state governments, and that is where we are. The important thing is that in hospitals now, you have doctors, only consultants are available. A lot of patients will die, a lot of patients will suffer. It is us that will suffer, really. So this situation really calls for urgent intervention. I think I would rather everybody look at the bigger picture and the impact on human lives and the economy at large. All right, so far, so good. Yes, you can reach us on 090-6757-5260. Right. Reach us, let us know, let me know your perspective to what we have discussed. Remember, we've talked about the change of name Ministry of Science and Technology, now Ministry of Science, Technology, and Innovation. And we've also talked about the federal government saying, hey, this time around, we're not calling for a meeting, we're not having any meeting, we are having none of this, that the doctors should not go on strike, are not supposed to go on strike. Well, that's where we are. All right, I'll call for a short break. After, when we come back, yes, I want us to relax a little. Yes, there is a lot that can heat up the politics, but we'll come back in a more relaxed atmosphere. We'll go for a short break. Stay tuned to your TV set. I'll be right back.
On I know say that year nothing dey.
In the spirit of what South Sultan represents, these are my three sons here. When they broke up, I cried. And when Sultan died, I cried. Life is so fucking short. I shouldn't even be here mourning a son. I don't have much to say. Here you are, three of you. I met both of you as two young boys, and you brought him in. We started, I handed you guys over to Nelson Brown. Where's Nelson Brown? Come here. Stand there. Wonderful now. Your hand. In the spirit of everything that South Sultan represents, may this day be the beginning of a new spirit of love, forgiveness, oneness, affection in our hearts. And may you guys be an example to the world at large that no matter how bad it is, it can be made well, it can be made good. Thank you, South Sultan. Rest in peace.
Yes, welcome back. I said it before the break that we're coming back in a more relaxed. We want to relax the mood as it were. The show is still Perspectives. My name is still Habib Abdul. Right now, you saw the introductory video there, where the plantation boys talking about Two-Face, Blackface, and Face held. They were part of the memorial concert for the late legend of Afro hip hop, as we call it in Nigeria. That's talking about Sound Sultan, that passed on a couple of weeks back. Right now, what's new? You saw there in the video where apparently Two-Face and Blackface reconciled. Before now, there has been no love lost between them. Unfortunately, these were guys that blazed the trail of what we now know, the Nigerian sound, as we call it, the Nigerian sound now. They were really, really phenomenal. Yes, they were the group split, but Blackface and Two-Face in particular have been at loggerheads, copyright issues, permission, and what have you. And it's been really so much of exchange of words. A lot of fans were disappointed, were not happy. But on the memorial concert for Sound Sultan, I think it was spontaneous, right? You saw that was Eddie Lawani, putting them together. I called on Nelson Brown. That's their first producer. Yes, Eddie Lawani in First Start is really an icon to reckon with. Most of the artists that came from First Start, there is no way back then. There's no way you be an artist in First Start then that Eddie Lawani won't have wouldn't have encountered Eddie Lawani one way or the other. So we are glad that he was able to bring them together. So what's new? What's news now? The news is that Blackface, a lot of people have insinuated that, well, maybe it's just a spur of the moment thing. You know how it is. You lose someone, you'll be so bad. Perhaps it's just a spur of the moment that the fight will still go on. But Blackface has come out to say this reconciliation is not fake. Sometimes some things bring you to reality and you realize that, well, life is short. Life is short. Whatever it is can be buried, right? So Blackface has come out to say publicly that the reconciliation between himself and Two-Face in particular is genuine, is not fake, and he is at peace with himself, and he hopes Two-Face, or Two-Baba as is now called, is also at peace with himself. We're happy that this is happening. Unfortunately, it took the loss of a legend before this happened. Let me quickly take this caller. I have my first caller. Good morning. Oh, we lost that. So, yes, it took the loss of a great human being, great artist, talking about Olaniwaju Fasasi as a sound sultan, for it to dawn on these guys that why do we keep on with this fight, with this quarrel. I want to use this opportunity to also appeal to the twin brothers. Those are the ones that are still currently at loggerheads now, talking about Rude Boy and Mr. P, former P Square. Let it not take the death of somebody again before you guys will think of reconciliation. The fans love you, we all love you, we all want you to reconcile. Okay, so on that entertainment note, we want to continue with entertainment. Now, I'm going into sports now. Yes, I'm going into sports now. The biggest news, the biggest thing happening in the world of football now is the transfer window is on at the moment, and the biggest news is that Lionel Messi, arguably the greatest man to ever kick the round leather game. Yes, you can argue back and forth, but it's arguably the greatest. Yes, well, one of the greatest, if you want to say that, whoever kicked that round leather game called football is leaving Barcelona FC after 16 years. He has broken all kinds of records with Barcelona, and it happened so suddenly. While the sign up, they were it was announced initially he had wanted to leave, but later it was announced that he's accepting pay cuts. Other staff are other players rather are even accepting pay cuts. Aguero was transferred from Man City to Barcelona with a hope to play with Messi. Remember, Messi recently won with Argentina the Copa America. That's for the first time in his career. He has been to different finals. He didn't win, but this is the first time he's been winning the Copa America with Argentina. So the people are already dreaming of an Aguero Lionel Messi combination. Let me quickly take this if I can. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, so, and that's the news. Well, Barcelona, they have accepted terms and all that, but suddenly, the president of Barcelona, Laporte, says that due to La Liga rules, that's the league in Spain, they would not be able to sign Messi, due to especially issues that relate to financial issues, right? So that is where we have Messi is finally leaving Barcelona, right? Guardiola was interviewed as the Man City coach. It has been rumored that he'll probably go to Man City to meet his former coach, where they won everything winnable in football, and thinking of reuniting with his former coach. But Guardiola has come to say, we don't have plans for that. Now, it's looking likely that he's going to PSG to meet his former teammate and close friend Lima, and also countryman Angel Di Maria. So that's the biggest thing happening. We wish Messi the best of luck in his career. It's indeed a big news, and we'll see how it goes, where it eventually lands, and what it means for the transfer window, because a lot of calculations would change now. All right. On that note, I want to call it a wrap here. Yes, I'll call it a wrap. I'll say see you later, not a bye-bye. But I will leave you with the clips, with video of Lionel Messi. Just enjoy the best of Lionel Messi. Till I come your way again, same time, same station, next week. My name remains Habib Abdul. The show remains Perspectives. Enjoy your weekend.
The world is changed. Much that once was is lost. For none now live who remember it.
Here's Messi. Oh, pick that out.
There he is again. That's astonishing. It's